up, guys? So I'm totally doing this new thing that I've never done before, but I've seen other people do it, and I've wanted to do it, but I just haven't really been inclined to do it because there's not been any TV show that really stuck out to me to do this. But as we all know, earlier this week up on Tuesday, Shadowhunters premiered on ABC Family, which is now Freeform. And I know a whole bunch of people were super excited, including me. I could not wait for the TV show since the movie flopped so bad. So yeah, I was able to watch it and I took notes, and so we're gonna talk about this and we'll see how this goes. And so this depending how well this goes, I may film for every other episode. We'll see. So in episode 1, of course, is the pilot episode. I really did enjoy that they aged up the characters. I think it works a lot better with the series as a TV show to age them up than leave them at, I don't even know how old they were in the books. I can't remember at this point because feels like forever since I've read them. It's only been like 2 or 3 years, I think. Okay, let's talk a little bit about characters. Kat, who plays Clary, I can't remember her last name, and on top of that I can't actually pronounce it. So I like her. I think she really fits Clary's appearance. However, at certain points during the episode, I felt like her acting wasn't as great as it could have been. I don't know if that was just me and I'm just like really, really judgmental since like it's one of my favorite book series. If that's just me or if anybody else felt that way. It was just certain areas I was like, that doesn't feel like right. Like it didn't feel like she was immersed in the role of Clary. She was just kind of like playing her, but she wasn't like trying to be Clary, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't. The guy that plays Simon, I can't remember his name, but he is so adorable. He is my Simon. He brought my little Simon to life, and I love Simon, which is funny because I think through the first 2-3 books I actually hated Simon. Like I was waiting for him to be killed off because I thought he was super annoying, but I love TV Simon so much more, and I think part of that's because like I grew an attachment to Simon as I read more of the books. I just love Simon. He's honestly one of my favorite characters. I think he's so cute, and the fact that like he has this undeniable love for Clary and she's just so oblivious to it is so adorable. And I love this scene where Clary and Simon are sitting at the coffee shop and she's telling Simon about how the girl that Simon's in a band with has like this huge crush on Simon, and how can he not notice, like she's been fawning over you and how can you not notice that? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, because he's doing that to you and you don't notice. And it's just like, I can't take it. He's so cute. He's like a little baby puppy dog and I love him. Dominic Sherwood plays Jace, and like he's my Jace. He's so funny. I think he fits the role so flippin' well. Like I love him, and I love that they put all those little one-liners like Jace, and they keep talking about how he's so into himself. Oh my gosh, it's so great. I love him. I love Dominic Sherwood as Jace. I think I'm really going to enjoy this even more since he plays Jace, and he's such a great fit for Jace. I also loved the actors they picked for Alec and Izzy and Magnus. Oh my gosh, he's gonna do a fantastic job as Magnus. Like I'm so excited to see more of Magnus and like watch him bring the character to life. I'm not quite sure how I feel on the fact that Luke is a detective, though. That's a little weird. Like I was ready to see him more as this like little reserved quiet man who owns the bookshop. And at first I actually ended up watching the episode twice the night it premiered, because like it was 5 years forward for Pretty Little Liars, then Shadowhunters, and then 5 years forward came back on, and then they played Shadowhunters again, so like I watched both episodes twice. And I thought like I missed a huge chunk of it the first time I watched it because I was on the phone with my aunt, and then I had to rewatch it. And at first I thought he was a detective, because he kind of is a detective in the book, and I thought maybe like he was just keeping it from Clary. But then like when he gave her the spray paint, he was like, well, don't do it on city walls because then I'll have to arrest you. So I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I feel like this whole him and I guess the rest of the precinct working for the Clave and all that stuff, I feel like it's probably gonna end up really well, and it's gonna add this huge twist to the show that we really didn't get in the book. And so I'm hoping this works out really well, because it has potential to be great. Okay, so Valentine. I mean, the guy they have playing Valentine is way better than who was playing him in the movie. Like, what even was that in the movie? Like, that was, I don't even know what they're trying to go for with the way they did Valentine. The Valentine in the TV show is way better, but he's still not my Valentine. Like, Valentine I thought of was tall and slightly fit and this regal asshole with like this platinum blonde hair slicked back. And I mean, the guy doesn't look like it, but I have a feeling that hopefully he'll do a way better job playing Valentine. So I have slight not so great expectations towards Valentine because everything in the movie was just awful. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully he can pull off Valentine. The demons that we got to see in the first episode, I really liked. I loved the makeup jobs, the costumes, like, it was amazing. I think they did a really, really great job on it. And I'm excited to see more of, you know, the downworlders and what they're gonna do to make them look like that. Like, oh, I'm so excited to see this, how they bring everything to life. Overall, I thought the TV show was pretty good, or at least the pilot episode was pretty good. I wouldn't say it was like absolutely fantastic, because obviously it did have some problems, and everybody's gonna think that because, I mean, the movie flopped, so a lot of people have really high expectations for the TV show, and the trailers made the TV show look really, really good, so that's like what brought my expectations up. So I really hope it's gonna be a lot better. But then again, it's only the pilot episode, so normally, since it's only the pilot, I'm sure the other episodes are like way better. So yeah, I'm super pumped to like catch up, and I am not going to watch episode 2 on the internet because then I will have problems, because then I'll have to wait 2 weeks to see episode 3. I am really excited for it now. Like, the pilot episode wasn't as great as I thought it was going to be, but it was still pretty good, and like, I was really surprised with a lot of stuff they did. I love most of the acting and most of the actors, and the way they've set up everything so far is pretty flippin' amazing. And can we just take 1 second? I totally forgot about this. I forgot to write it down and it just like popped in my head. The Institute. Definitely not what I expected. It's more modern in technology than like what I pictured in the books, and that is not a bad thing. I love it. I think it's a great thing. It's so amazing. Like, I love it. Like, I fell in love. I was like, oh my god, I want to be there. So I love it. Like, I just love everything. Like, I'm super pumped for next week's episode. It's gonna be flipping fantastic. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. We can talk about everything. Please let me know, like, if I'm the only one who thought maybe Kat's acting wasn't that great in certain scenes of the TV show. I'm not saying the whole episode, but just certain parts. It just was like, what is this? This doesn't feel right. That may just be me though, but we'll see. So I will see you guys next time with some kind of video. Until then, I'm Chrissy. Goodbye!